When I was young, I never thought that I was just a tomboy. I knew I was a boy.
15-year-old Leo is one of the first young people in the UK to be given hormone blockers to stop him developing into a woman.
I don't want to be called Lily, I want to be called Leo. And to me,
If I didn't get hormone blockers or anything like that, I don't think I would want to be here. I'm a teenage boy, I should have testosterone.
When Leo turns 16, he can make the irreversible decision to become a man by taking testosterone.
This is a massive, massive step.
As part of transitioning into a man, he wants surgery at 18, which means he's got a huge decision to make, whether he wants children who are biologically his own.
Yeah, you have to go through a lot, but all of that has made me the person I am today.
Is that you, Leo?
Yeah.
Got your injection today, remember?
Oh, yay.
Are you going to get changed? Okay, so this is Leo's hormone blocker injection, which he has to have every month. October 2013 was his first blocker injection. He doesn't do it himself, being young.
Are you getting a needle now?
I am, yeah.
I don't look in because I hate injections and I hate needles. Ooh. Is it done?
Yep.
Getting the blockers, there was a lot of obstacles. Like, people didn't agree that you should be giving young people drugs to stop their body developing.
The hormone blocker isn't irreversible. If at any point Leo changed his mind, we could stop giving the blocker and his puberty would progress as normal. Testosterone, on the other hand, once he starts that will make changes to his body that he can't reverse.
Having testosterone is so important to me because it makes my body male, and because my brain is male, I want my body to match. So, like, once this all happened, my body will finally match my brain, which is all I've ever wanted, so.
Leo's going to the Tavistock Clinic in London. It's the only one in England for transgender people under 18. They'll decide whether he can start testosterone at 16.
Going to Tavistock, who deal with trans people, is so much easier because, like, they don't look at me like I'm talking nonsense. Like, they know how I'm feeling, know what I'm going through, and they've been amazing.
An important aspect of the work is supporting young people to understand the effects of different treatments. Leo is part of one of the first groups of people who started the hormone blockers around the age of 12 to 14, and then who are thinking about taking testosterone at around the age of 16. I think you probably have a better idea of what you hope are the effects of testosterone than I would have of what they might be. Waiting until you're around 16, you have had a chance to think through the implications. If you were making girl hormones, that
I would
would
expect it to have the girl change.
And what is it about that you don't want?
Because it's not what I am. I'm a teenage boy, I should have testosterone. I'm not a teenage girl, so I shouldn't have estrogen.
Leo hopes his request to take testosterone once he's 16 will be approved by his medical team.
Growing up in a small town, I didn't know what trans was, if it was even a thing. There was no one else who I knew that were trans, but I had a really supportive family, luckily. My little sister was, like, amazing. Like, my mum was amazing.
I always remember when Lily was about 5, she came into the kitchen and she'd cut big chunks out of her hair. She said, "I want my hair like a boy." My memory is that pretty much from 5 onwards I had a little boy. time, I don't think I felt any great loss when Leo transitioned. I think it's more now when I look back, actually, that I feel sad. Just remembering the little girl that I had. Before Leo was behaving like this, I'd never even heard the word transgender. I questioned my own morals, I suppose. But my fear was that, you know, my child wouldn't be here any longer if I just allowed that to continue. I was still with Leo's dad at that time, and he coped all right when he still thought he had a daughter that was just a tomboy. He struggled a lot more when he realised there was more to it than that.
Lily. Tell him what she's like. Lil. What are you doing, darling? Hello. That's nearly as good as me.
I'm beating you.
At the start, like when Mum sort of like knew that I was trans and that, and we told my dad, he struggled with it a lot because obviously he's a lot older. He really couldn't understand, and it took a good while for him to come around. Like, we used to get in so many fights.
You've got this girl who decides, nah, I'm not a girl, I'm a boy. I don't want to be called Lily, I want to be called Leo. And to me, what's going on? If he'd have been born in the time that I was, he would probably, well, he would have had it probably beaten out of him, or tried to have had it beaten out of him, because that's the way it was back then. Being transgender, which I knew absolutely nothing about, I just could not, just didn't compute.
And like, obviously I didn't see you much other than, it was over every weekend.
Every weekend you used to come.
So at the weekend I'd come and then we wouldn't really talk about it, it would just be
It
normal.
It was that Saturday, wasn't it? When I called you Lily.
Yeah, and I went
And you were on a
nuts.
sober, you lost your temper, didn't you?
I chucked
And
my ukulele at you.
I kept saying to you, what's the matter, Lily? What's the matter, Lily? I'm not Lily, I'm Leo. I'm going home. So we phoned your mum, didn't we?
And she came over and spoke
That's
to you.
right, yeah.
And was like, you're going to lose him if you
Yeah.
don't sort it out. And he sorted it out. Then I come
That's
the
right.
next weekend, you were
Yeah.
calling me Leo, and it
Yeah.
was all back.
Yeah,
it
we
was
had
all
a hug,
normal.
and we had a chat, and we got ourselves sorted out. And we've been fine ever since. Once you've accepted it, then it doesn't matter what other people say. He's never been any different. He's always been the same. It was me that had to change, not him, me. And I'm pleased I did.
In secondary school, Leo's accepted by his peers and teachers. At primary school, it was a different story.
When I was younger and going through all that, being bullied in primary school, I didn't think it was ever going to get better. So I thought if I had to live my life like this, I wouldn't want to. I'd lock myself in a room, I wouldn't go out after school, I'd literally just sit up there doing nothing. It was really, really hard because obviously I didn't really know what trans was and no one else did, and like it was really frustrating. And because people didn't really understand transgender, they were like, he's probably just gonna go out and be a lesbian. Yeah, I fancy girls, but I'm a boy, and I'm a boy that fancy girls, not a girl that fancy girls. People get like sexuality and gender confused, but they're completely different things.
No, you got to move your head over because your hair's blocking my face.
At the minute, I'm sort of in a relationship, sort of not. I was with a girl for like a year and a half, then we sort of broke up, and now it's all like so complicated.
Very hairy.
Yeah. With me, actually, over 20. I want to have short hair, I got bushy eyebrows, bigger ears, bigger nose, facial hair. I want to be like 6 foot. Testosterone will hopefully make me grow.
But Leo has a big decision to make. As part of transitioning into a man, he wants surgery at 18, which will include removing his uterus. That means if he wants his own biological children, he'll soon have to freeze his eggs.
Do you remember when we jumped in there? I didn't even know how to swim then.
No, because you pulled me.
But
I saw a little dip.
come on then.
And
The decisions Leo makes now will affect any relationship he has.
Yeah, do you remember when we spoke about freezing my eggs? Do you think I should freeze them?
Yeah. Well, it's up to you. It's your decision. What can you do?
Afterward, once they're frozen.
Yeah.
Okay, so they get frozen, and then in the future, my girlfriend or wife or whatever will have a small operation. The eggs are being inserted into her, and then you'll get a sperm donor, and then they'll be my eggs, and then the male sperm. So if I do that, then I will have kids that are genetically mine.
But if Leo decides to freeze his eggs, he'll have to temporarily come off testosterone and start taking female hormones.
Obviously, I'll be really upset, because I remember when I first, hit puberty as a girl, I was a nutcase. That was the worst time of my life, definitely. I'd lock myself in my room, just cry, I'd get really bad. Because I knew that I was a boy, and then when I was developing as a woman, I was like, well, this isn't right. So it was just the worst.
Leo's applied for NHS funding to have his eggs frozen, but it's not always granted. He's just heard news of a young trans man who was refused funding and has now taken matters into his own hands.
A trans man that's pregnant. Dad-to-be Hayden Cross found a sperm donor on Facebook to make himself pregnant after putting his gender change on hold. Have you heard about this, Leo?
My mates told me about it.
It must be a worry for a lot of trans men, actually, that they won't have their own biological children. This is the reason that we want to find out if Leo can freeze his eggs.
I couldn't imagine myself getting pregnant. I definitely 100 million, trillion, billion, all the other numbers in the world, percent could not do that. Because I hate my body because obviously it's female, and I feel like pregnancy is associated with females, and not any offence to him or anything, or any other trans people who do it. They've got guts if they can do it, but I really couldn't do it.
Egg freezing is costly. If the NHS refuses to pay, Leo's mum won't be able to afford it.
I think Leo's very good in that he understands, that our finances are limited. He knows that I will do whatever I can for him. With regards to freezing Leo's eggs, I don't think it's actually the GP that funds it, but the GP has to apply to the local authority to get funding to do this. So, it's not easy, and it's one of these things that takes a little time. That's something we're still waiting to hear about.
Being a trans man in a small town means Leo needs the support of new friends like Aidan, who's already transitioned.
Meeting him was amazing. I felt like I weren't alone. Aidan's fully transitioned, so there was an instant connection, and he's helped me through so much.
Before Leo's hormone blocking treatment, his chest started to develop. Through Aidan, Leo and Hayley found out about chest binders.
I started to develop boobs. It was really horrible. I remember I used to tell my mum I'm going to cut them off and that. She used to actually get worried about it. And so she bought me these, which are called chest binders. They compress your chest so that you've got nothing there, so it makes you be able to wear a t-shirt comfortably. I always wear it, every single day I wear them.
Are you excited for your testosterone?
Really excited.
Yeah? First thing to change was my voice, which was super squeaky for a little bit, and then
How long
got deeper.
did it take?
Probably within about 3 weeks or so, actually. It was really, that was the quickest,
Can't wait.
the thing that I noticed.
That's the
and
thing
that
I'm most
was-
excited about.
Yeah. But all the lads around
Yeah.
you, all their voices were really broken.
Yeah, and then there's me with my squeaky voice.
Probably 6 to 8 months after that, I had my chest surgery done. And that was relatively straightforward, a bit sore.
How sore?
Wouldn't be doing the YMCA anytime soon after that.
After you had chest surgery, what happened next?
Lower surgery, you want that, but obviously that causes some issues for people. They have to think about whether they want to have kids before they have surgery and things like that.
Is that why some have eggs frozen?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you can't have it after surgery, can you?
No.
Even though all the bad comments, I never ever thought, you know what, why don't I just be a girl, or do you know what, this is all too much hassle. Never ever did that even cross my mind. I'll do anything I can to make myself a man.
With his 16th birthday fast approaching, today Leo will find out if he's going to be prescribed testosterone.
Hopefully picking up my testosterone prescription. I've been waiting for ages for it.
So, how was it?
I'm allowed to have my testosterone. I've signed all the consent forms and we've got to pick up the prescription from the doctor. I just can't wait to hold it in my hand. We talked about the side effects and there was like severe conditions that you could have liver failure from getting addicted to it and taking too much, but that ain't gonna happen. And then you get bigger ears and a bigger nose, but that's all fine. I'm looking forward to it, or even the baldness.
Once you take testosterone, there's pretty much no going back. Like, once you've grown, you've grown. Once your voice is broke, it's broke. Like, all them changes are things I see that I should go through because I am a boy who should be going through male puberty, so...
I got it. I'm so excited, I'm so happy to be opening it. First time I've opened it as well. It's the best thing in the world. This is, oh my God. I'm so excited. I'm so happy I can't even speak. Like right now, I'm a boy, and this little bottle makes me a man. I can't wait till my birthday now. 3 days now. It's gonna change my life. I'm so excited. This is a massive, massive step. I'm so overwhelmed. We're now getting into the doctors.
It's the evening before his 16th birthday, and Leo's going to his GP's surgery with his sister and mum to be given his first ever dose of testosterone.
You thought you will? Right, we're now going in. Turn off. Bye.
Recording.
Ooh, I got testosterone. Honey, honey, I got testosterone.
Dad! I got my testosterone!
Yeah.
In my bum right now.
Oh, you've had it
Yeah.
done? Oh, come here. Come here, though.
Happy birthday, mate.
Now he's 16, Leo's mum can inject him with testosterone at home.
I'm a little bit nervous about getting it right, but I will.
I normally have my hormone blocker injection in my leg, but the testosterone's in my bum. Mum's gonna inject me.
This is the testosterone itself. Not shaking too much, which is a good thing. Right, I'm all ready. Off we go.
How are you feeling? Very nervous now.
I'm drawing a cross so that I know which part I've got to inject into. It's done. He is on his way to be a man.
So I'm on testosterone now, but there's now another big decision I need to make, and it's to whether to freeze my eggs. But to freeze my eggs, I'd have to come off testosterone, and obviously would then make me progress into a woman, which I don't want. It's really hard, so I don't know whether to come off it and do all that or just continue on, but then not have my own kids when I want my own kids, and
so like confused and I don't know what to do.
Leo's got an appointment with a specialist doctor to find out what's involved.
So you want to freeze your eggs for future?
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yeah, it is.
That means we will be giving you some external drugs which are essentially female hormones. We stop all the testosterone treatment, then we will do internal scans. We need to have a look at your uterus and ovary from inside, not from your tummy scan. That can be done under general anesthetics. I completely understand your apprehension and worries, but that's the commonest way of doing the egg collection.
It got too much for me because they speak about my body and like my body's not mine, so I don't want to speak about it, I don't want to know about it, I don't want to. It's horrible because I feel it's not a part of me and like it shouldn't be there.
That's the bed,
Yeah.
which is for ultrasound scan.
And I'll be covered up and everything.
Oh yeah, you will be covered up.
How big is the thing?
It's there. It's not that big portion goes inside. This will be all covered as well.
Oh, will it hurt though?
It's uncomfortable. As much as if you were relaxed, you don't think about it, then it's fine.
So it's like a girl losing her virginity?
So it goes on top of the probe and covers it. When it goes inside, obviously we will be seeing uterus kind of here.
Oh, I'm glad I went, and it's now like making the decision in it. Like, do I want to go for that? Like, it could possibly traumatise me, couldn't it? Because obviously I hate my body that they're going to be meddling with. So.
So much has happened, hasn't it, in the last couple of years. But you did finally get your testosterone and your spots. Loving the spots. Just got to wait now and see if you get the funding for...
Yeah. How long do you reckon that'll take?
I don't know, it seems to be taking forever.
I don't know what to do. No clue.
So what are your worries?
Well, I don't actually want to go for the procedure at all, but I'm worried I'll regret it in the future if I don't.
You know, whatever you decide, I'm behind you all the way.
It's just such a hard decision. Like, I've been through so much in my life. Being transgender is not easy. I've been through like people not accepting me, people not listening to me, people thinking I've gone mad, bullying, struggling to get treatment. I'm gonna be on medication for the rest of my life, having to go through surgery, and like, to be honest, all of it is worth it. I think if I can get through all that, you know, I might be able to do this. So after doing all this and speaking to everyone, like, do you know what? I think I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna regret it if I don't. See how I'm gonna do it.